Hey folks, Country Prepper here. This is the Stanley Worldwide Adventure Tour episode number 4. Today I am making beef stew. So if you haven't heard of this, for the acronym SWAT, Manland, Mart D Chandler, amateur artist Mart D Chandler. He started this, and what we're doing is we're doing a cooking video with this little kit here, and passing it along to one of our favorite channels to keep it going. And it kind of helps support the community. We can, show each other some little tricks. And I'm going to tell you, this is the third time I've tried to shoot this video. The first time was when my SD card junked out on me, so I lost all that footage. The second time I did just last weekend. I was actually almost done with the video and my dog took off. So I took off, went and found my dog, got back, and sat down, hit the record button, and it started raining on me. And it was getting really dark. It got really dark and clouded up, started raining on me. So that video didn't work out very well. I tried to edit it, tried to brighten it up, just didn't work. You couldn't see what I was doing. So this is still dirty from that. So what I'm going to do, it's been a really busy week, so that's why I haven't got it cleaned up. But I will do that before I send it on to the next person. I'll show you everything that's in here. Let's see. The first episode, of course, Manland started it. Then it went to Navigating Nature, and he made, I believe it was like a jambalaya or something like that. And then went to Keith Lancaster, and he made some noodles with chicken and noodles type of thing in there. And now here it is with me. So like I said, I'm making beef stew, but because I didn't have time to get this cleaned up and the video turned out so horribly, I'm going to use my cook kit, which I showed in the last video. So I have all the same things, but I just wanted to show you guys this is what's going to be sent along once I get it cleaned up. So, nesting cups, the Stanley Adventure Cook Set. Both of these you can find at Walmart. The cup is like $5. The Stanley is like 15, 16 bucks. And then, well, let's see. I believe it was Keith Lancaster that threw in the nesting cup and the spork. This is Light My Fire. Well, I guess not really a spork, but a spoon and a fork on the other side with a little cutting edge on there. And then Navigating Nature, he threw in this container. I have a little bad news about the container, brother. It got, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it got busted up in shipping. I don't know what happened to it. Must have got something really heavy set on top of it, but it just cracked it all over the place. So what I'm going to add to this, I think I'm just going to get rid of the container. If that's okay, you guys leave a comment for me. And I'm going to, since this pouch works so great for keeping your Stanley and the nesting cup and all that stuff in, I am going to send this pouch along and to the next guy and order myself a new one. In fact, I've already ordered another one, so if it comes in soon enough, I'll send the new one, but otherwise it's going to be this one, which I've only had for a couple of weeks. So anyhow, that's how that all goes. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put all this stuff in here off to the side, and we'll get started on what I'm making. What I have in here for the beef stew, I took the nesting cups out because you can fit up most of your ingredients, whatever you're going to cook, in here. I have some steak that I cut up really small, chuck eye steak. I have some carrots and potatoes in here, and then some beef bouillon, and I stopped and got a packet of brown gravy mix. I almost forgot that. So that's kind of my special little ingredient. And then I also have a neat little trick I'm going to show you for slow cooking stuff. So I'll get this all set up, and I'm going to be using my M71 field stove to cook this. So I'll get it all set up and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got the field stove set up, got it lit. It will light with a ferro rod, and it burns hot, so you want to have the top on it before you even start. So first thing I'm going to do, well, I like to brown my meat before I put any water or anything like that in there. So throw the meat in there and we'll get that cooking. Throw the top on there, get it cooking a little faster. And I'll get that browned up and come back again. Alright, so I believe the meat is nice and brown by now. Set this on here. Give her a look. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So, the next step is I'm going to throw a little water in there and the beef bouillon. I usually fill that up about half full. There's marks on the side of the Stanley cup. I'll show you on this one. I fill it up to about the 12-ounce mark with water. Then I throw my beef bouillon in there. So while I'm doing this, I'll run my yapper a little bit and talk to you a little bit about Manland. Now, I gotta tell you right off the bat, if you haven't watched his channel, you've been missing out. He's quite the character, I'll give him that. He has a very, I guess, I don't know how to explain it. Well, let's just say he has the type of personality and character that he can take a very mundane task. I wouldn't call it a boring task, but maybe mundane is a better word for it. You know, something that's just kind of blah, and he can make it entertaining. He's just one of them kind of guys. And I really enjoy watching his channel, and I'm going to leave a link to his channel, but I'm also going to leave a link to the playlist. He is keeping all of these SWAT videos on a playlist, so I will leave a link to that playlist down in the description of this video. I will probably have somewhere up around here a annotation link to his channel as well. So just really, you got to go watch him. He's very entertaining, very comical. He's got a great sense of humor, just a great guy. You know, he's awesome in this community of bushcrafters and preppers, survivalists, whatever you want to call all of us. We kind of all do our own thing, but he fits in very well, and I really enjoy watching him. So, Mart, I'm sure you're watching this. I just want to thank you for everything you do for the community, and you know, you're a great guy. I really enjoy talking to you. So, to move on to the next thing, well, first I'm going to say, the first time that I did this video, like I said, this is the third time I've tried this. The first time, I actually used both of these Stanleys. And I made biscuits and gravy. I made biscuit in one of them. That's something that's kind of tough, but I'll show you here in just a second. And, you know, in the other one I made the sausage and then made gravy. But the trick that I wanted to show you guys was how I do it for making a biscuit. Since you don't want to cook it hot and really fast, you can use the nesting cup as, I believe it's called a double broiler, and that really cuts down on the heat. All you do is you pour a little bit of water, I mean a very little bit, down in this nesting cup, and then set your Stanley on top, and then set it over top of your flame. And it slows down the cooking process, and it bakes things better on the inside. And that's what I really wanted to do. And I'm going to give a shout out to Jimmy Rance. He's always talking on Facebook about his biscuits and gravy in the morning, and that's why I chose to do that video. But it's in the afternoon. I don't really feel like eating biscuits and gravy. It's a long process, and I really needed to get this video done so I could get it sent along to the next guy. So I'll also leave probably a link somewhere here for Jimmy Rant's channel. If you're a prepper, you got to go check him out. He's pretty comical. He talks about some serious things too. He's a no-nonsense kind of guy. There's no topic off limits with him, and you'll like some of the things he has to say. You won't like some of the things he has to say, but you can always you got to show him respect for he speaks his mind. So go check out Jimmy Rant's. Like I said, I'll have a annotation link to his channel. Probably also put a link to his channel in the description. And go check him out. You know, if you like what you see, sub and tell him Old Country Prepper sent you. So who am I sending this off to next? Well, that was kind of a long decision to make, and I've seen him do a couple of cooking videos. I believe I remember one very well, but anyhow, I'm going to send this off to Jacko over at Muddy Tiger Outdoors and see what he can do with it, see what he comes up with. So I know his last video he was cooking a mountain house, but I think he'll come up with something a little you know, oh, I don't know what to say. He'll come up with something cool to do. If I know Jacko. He's a pretty cool guy. And I talk to him quite a bit here on YouTube and Facebook. And balancing act here. Just a great guy to talk to. So Muddy Tiger Outdoors. I'll have a link, annotation link, and channel in the description box for his channel so that you don't miss out on the next SWAT video. So anyhow, I'm gonna let this stuff get to a boil, and well, I think the bouillon cubes are all melted down now, so I'm going to throw the carrots and potatoes in here. Usually I would throw some frozen peas in here at the last few minutes, but I didn't have any, so it's not quite a full-fledged beef stew, but it'll do the job, and it'll taste just fine. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so the taters and carrots are pretty well cooked. I'm going to set this off to the side. I'll set it on that cup there. Now for the special ingredient. Now this thickens up the beef stew and gives it a really good flavor. So get away from me, bug. You do not want to use a whole package of this for this small amount of beef stew that I'm making. So what I'm going to do, pour a little cold water in my nesting cup. And just pour enough in until it gets, you know, fairly thick. One of these little packages says a cup, so I'm going to use, I don't know, probably about half of it. Get that stirred up. You'll be amazed. This is boiling really good. That little M71 fuel stove, wow, getting stuff all over myself here. Will cook for about an hour. So I've had this stuff going for, I think I've been cooking it for about 25-30 minutes to get those raw carrots and taters cooked. So let's go ahead and set this down. And you kind of got to stir the gravy in. Get that all in there, and we'll let her cook for just a little bit longer. Thicken up. I'll just get it to a boil again, and then take it off, let it cool down. And I'll be right back with you. Alright, so I shut the stove down. All you got to do is pop that, you know, cook topper or whatever you want to call it off of there, and put the lid on it, and it'll kill the flame. But let this cool down for just a little bit. It'll thicken up. I don't know if you can see it. I'm spilling it. But that's thickening up real nice. So one other thing that I want to talk about real quick before this video is over is I'm going to put this video up on bushcraftrecipes.com, and if it's okay with Mart, I would like to put the whole playlist under its own tab, put all of the SWAT videos up on that website. So I will create a section just for SWAT, if it's okay with you, Mart, and let me know, leave me a comment, tell me what you think. I'd just like to help you promote it and promote everybody else that does it. So that's about it. I'm going to enjoy me some beef stew. Looks very, very hot. Yeah, it's hot, but it's good. Yeah. That's some of the best beef stew I've ever had. Could still use the peas, but it's still good without it. So that's it for today, guys. I'm gonna sit here, and it's a little past lunchtime, so I'm getting pretty hungry, and I'm gonna eat my beef stew. Give you one last look at that good stuff. Thickened up with the gravy. It'll thicken up a little more. But that's it for today, guys. I want to thank you very much for watching. Go check out Manland and Muddy Tiger Outdoors, and oh, who else? Jimmy Rants. Go check out those channels. Check out the SWAT playlist, and thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.